butter dog. Dog with the butter dog. I am really early with this, started to recording. Really early. Game hasn't even loaded. It will, eventually. Sound. This might be the last time we do this, so I don't know. That's a frightening thought. Excusez-moi. The observant viewer, is that what the whatever? You may remember that a few episodes ago I said the next episode would be after I was done with the dentist, and I would be really happy. And then the dentist kept pushing my appointment later and later. And now finally I went to another dentist. They just gave me someone else, which turns out to maybe have been a bad choice. It is done. I did the root canal treatment thingy. I guess my nerve is dead now. Hopefully 100%. I'm not sure yet because I still feel some, but it might just be soreness because of having all that stuff done. Firstly, it turns out, of course, my tooth is weird and abnormal, and it has like 3 canals instead of 2, and it was harder to work on and it took longer time. But then the dentist also tells me he cracked a metal, one of those thin, pointy metal thingies that they use to poke around in the tooth or on the tooth or whatever. It just broke inside of my tooth in, I would assume, one of the canals. So yep, we can't really remove it. You're gonna have to go to a specialist that has the right equipment and a microscope and stuff, so he or she, whatever, can remove it. Great. So it's not done. I would assume the worst part is done. The root treatment itself, you know. But I still have to go to some specialist. I still don't know where. I'm still awaiting a call. Who knows when I get that. And I have to work on Saturday and Sunday, and work is so busy. And ooh, what a week. And what a couple of weeks it's gonna be. At least I got the worst part over with, of killing the nerve. Assuming it's fully dead. Yeah, so this other thing should just be extracting that little metal thingy and then closing up the hole with something permanent, because right now there's just something temporary on there that they told me not to like eat gum and stuff on that side of my mouth. Whatever. Dentist. Don't like him, but it's over. So I'm kind of happy right now, at least. Let's play some disco. Maybe for the last time. Where's the... Oh, yeah, right. We told her to leave. I'm holding a sword. I realized a lot of these we don't really care about if it's like the last time we're playing. Healing some morale and whatever. Like, who cares, right? And this might have just unlocked endurance white checks at the time. They were already unlocked, but this would have made them unlock again. I want this last one we just got from Joyce, is that her name? Tutti stampati uno sull'altro. Let's get that done. It's a long one. Anything else we like really care about? One more door could be fun. I know it's short. Hurts to punch the armor. I don't know if I care that much. Opioid receptor. Anti-object task force. Somebody's saying something, but whatever. Magnesium-based life forms. Yeah. Right, I was interested, and then they start talking about amphetamine. And now maybe I... now maybe I won't. Magnesium, right? What do we tell them? I don't know. I guess this is fine, or we can just put some things just to do it. How many more yellow thingies are there gonna be? And we don't really need money. But this was very good to have. One more door. +1 XP. Maybe that's fine now. We might still need a little bit of XP, so that doesn't hurt. Perception, encyclopedia, physical instrument. We kind of need to keep that if we ever manage to try to unlock that thing again. I kind of want to keep that, even though it gives -1. Wumpty dumpty doo dab deep dab doo skip it up doo dab deep. I guess that's it. Well, I guess we get rid of this. And then do what? Whatever. I guess that's fine. Okay, let's see. So a lot of these we can't do anyway. One way to pass the time is to go read some of these books. Because that just 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. This guy's dead as fuck. This guy, we're just gonna convince him to give us money or something. I don't care. The hanged man is not even there. Wash basin, I don't know. I don't even think we can say or do anything with Kuno anymore. And the dice maker, there was something there, but it's not particularly important. You can also try to figure out what's his deal, right? And the ice cream maker is the one. Guess we might as well try this at some point. Was there something else that needed shivers? So we could probably put a point into that. Washerwoman, probably asking you for money. I wish it told us what we're trying to do. Cockatoo. We have the book and I've read through it and I don't think there was anything, so it's not like I can... Yeah. Alright, and if we never find a paintbrush, it doesn't really matter. We know who has one, but she didn't want to give me one. It is what it is. So we could put some points into Shiver for the novelty dice maker and for Clash. We got 1 point. I guess we could also save it. And that's what we can do. I don't know how to check the island. We might be going there though. That might be connected to this. Oops. Sorry. Lower stay was fun on the figurines. Yeah. I couldn't really do this, but I don't know how, where, that's somewhere. Can't really do this. Don't really care. Yeah, we can't really do that, can we? And that's what we would do if we could. And if we find someone, which might be Ruby. But then we wouldn't be done. I don't know. Do I care that much? Whatever. I do care about this though. So I can do this, 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 so I can do this. Okay, maybe not that. So that's it really. That's okay. Can we fast travel? Can we? Thank you. Bow down, bow down before me.
Hi again, gendarme.
Locked. Composure.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Yeah, doesn't really matter, but if we have nothing else, we can try. Okay, so this one, I've learned that people do save scum this game a lot, especially towards the end, because, you know, you're trying to get everything done. I had a feeling like it's kind of interesting if it's a chance and I might not make it, and so be it. F5. Whatever. Quick save.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Right, I gotta wait till it stops raining. Now, whatever. Fuck. Fucking window, I don't care. This tiny little... Sleep, not sleep. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Yeah, hello.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by...
I'll take it.
Wonderful choice, sir. A wholesome family game.
In your hands, you hold a brand new copy of the game, Suzerainty. It's snugly wrapped in a skin of plastic.
Sorry.
The cover features a charming illustration depicting a mass of grinning laborers loading goods onto a ship, while a richly dressed administrator oversees their work.
I think you should shake the box.
The box has a nice heft to it. You hear the rattle of individual wooden tokens and feel their weight shifting back and forth. What treasures wait in store for you? Even before you open it, you can tell that this will be a meaty game of grand strategy and complex player interactions.
Remove the plastic wrap.
The plastic wrap rips off as easily as a bodice in a tawdry historical romance.
Open the box.
There's a hiss as the lid slides off. Inside, you find a thick, full-color rulebook and more than a dozen pouches of various wooden components. Savor that new board game smell. A mix of wood, paper, and ink, all wrapped in the sweet must of cardboard.
Read the rulebook.
Welcome to Suzerainty, a game of economic strategy for the whole family. The rulebook is sumptuously illustrated and thick as a Gradian novel.
Economic strategy, more like rapacious plunder and exploitation. This history seems problematic, but it is important to teach children basic economy.
The colorful illustrations depict cheerful workers picking apricots, hauling marble sculptures out of crumbling temples, and harvesting a strange magenta-leafed plant. Everyone is smiling. You begin to suspect there may be a political agenda to this so-called family game. Only one way to find out. The instructions are opaque at first and introduce many concepts you're not familiar with. Fortunately, there are many diagrams and examples throughout. You soon figure out the basic conceit. Each player represents an administrator for the suzerain of Revachol. Your objective is to increase the suzerain's wealth and renown by accumulating victory points.
How to get points?
That's where the suzerain's vassals come in. The game features 4 vassal nations, each one home to an economically important resource. Each turn, the player collects resources from vassals where they've placed workers. They may then rearrange their workers, fulfill contracts for coin and bonuses, or build structures back in Revachol. As you leaf through the pages, your eye catches on a sidebar labeled Advice for Beginners.
Yeah, I'll read it.
Remember, there are many paths to victory in suzerainty, but successful players will find one strategy and commit to it wholeheartedly. Boring, boring, boring. Tear up this rulebook and commit some old school atrocities.
How is the winner determined?
The actual scoring system appears infinitely complex, with a series of tables and appendices required to compute each player's final victory point total. You skip that part for now.
Components?
You open up a number of pouches containing wooden tokens. There are also several punch boards with other cardboard components that will need to be punched out before you can play.
I'll do it.
Each cardboard token makes a satisfying ch as you pop it out. Soon, a neat pile of cardboard coins and counters has accumulated before you.
What? You're not going to offer to let me punch any of them out?
Can I? I go ahead, man.
In addition to the worker and building tokens used by each player, there are also several piles of colorful resource tokens, each representing one of the game's 4 principal resources. From the Empire of Safre, orange apricot tokens. From Ilmarat, the ancestral name of Ilmara, gray marble block tokens. From the Semenine Islands, white sacks of sugar tokens. And from Supramuindi and Sarah Maritza, magenta tokens for unprocessed cocaine leaves.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah, you like the sugar token. Put them away.
You hold the open game box before you.
Hey, Kim, wanna play?
The lieutenant looks over the rulebook before he sees something that makes his eyes go wide.
Holy shit. The average playing time for this game is 1 to 6 hours. I'm not sure we can afford to set aside that kind of time for a game.
I think we might make it.
What is detective work if not an elaborate game? You need logical inference, attention to detail, the ability to analyze your opponent's motives.
I keep yawning. Stop. Well, I'm not even that tired. I still need to go shop after this. Anyway, to be fair, you know what? I did wake up after the 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and I just wasn't tired. And it wasn't even my tooth. I thought maybe I'd wake up and it would hurt a bit or something. No. I don't know. I just woke up and stayed up. I could have tried to sleep more, but anyway. Come on. It might help us think of a more creative solution.
I do feel like my thinking has become somewhat rigid. Maybe a little diversion to keep the mind limber is just what's in order.
Hell yeah.
See? He's doing the hard work himself. All he needed was a little nudge.
Alright, you've convinced me. How do we play?
I don't know, let's wing it. I read the rules already, I'll show you.
You explain the basic setup procedures to the lieutenant, who seems to be a quick study. You each take your bag of tokens and counters and unfold the board between you.
It's the best day of my life.
In the center is the crown of Revachol. Radiating outward are her colorful vessels, each one supplying some raw material desired by the suzerain. Apricots from Safre, archaeological treasures from Ilmarat, sugars from the Seminine Islands, and magenta cocaine from Supra Muindi and Sarah Maritza. There's also a neat little log to keep track of your progress in case you need to put the game away and return to it later. The lieutenant goes first. He draws a contract card and moves several of his workers to the Safre territory of the board, and the others to the Seminine Islands.
All right, detective, your turn.
You have a few options available to you. Will you try to fulfill contracts right away, or rearrange your workers to maximize production on future turns?
Obviously,
Remember
the second
what
one.
the rulebook said. You'll want to choose a strategy early on and stay committed to it.
Whatever Kim did. Let your workers rest. Is that what it said? Maximize production on future turns. Or just try to fulfill a contract. Future. Sure.
What? It's the very beginning of the game. Your workers haven't even done any work yet.
Okay, make them work a little, but not too much.
That's more like it. You produce a handful of archaeological treasures and a smattering of other resources. Meanwhile, the lieutenant spends 2 of his sugar and 1 of his apricot tokens to complete his contract card. He is rewarded with 4 coins and a round wooden token that he places in the center of the board.
That's a market. It's worth 2 victory points.
Hey, why don't I get one of those? Kim, can I do my first turnover? Glower silently.
The lieutenant returns your baleful look with a satisfied grin. Come on, is that your game face? You're practically broadcasting your position to the lieutenant with that expression.
If he wins and he gets happy, okay, that's a fucking win for me too.
Glancing over the board, you see several possible strategies. Pressing more workers into service would increase your economic output and help you to survive a possible conflict with the lieutenant. Or you could ignore your labor supply and focus on fulfilling contracts for points and resources.
Well, I didn't choose the contracts last time, so I
Those
guess...
aren't your only options. You could also show your workers how much you appreciate them by investing some of that wealth in them. After all, they're the ones producing wealth for the suzerain. Well, sure, you can do that. It's just not a terribly effective strategy, but then it's up to you.
Well, it sounds fun, but I guess we'll press more workers into service.
Using your powers of persuasion, you convince more workers to join your cause. After several turns, your worker tokens greatly outnumber the lieutenants. A vast army of expendable labor is at your command.
Gaze on your workers like a harsh but proud deity. Or take pity on their miserable lives.
Too bad investing in your workers just isn't worth many points.
What do you mean?
Take a look at the scoring tables in the back. You see in table 8C that investing in territorial infrastructure multiplies your final victory point total by 1, which is to say not at all. Whereas erecting monuments in Revachol gives you a multiplier of 5.
So you're saying the values of the ruling class are completely divorced from the well-being of the people who generate their wealth? So you're saying I should treat my workers like disposable labor instead? So you're saying I fucked up?
Yes, precisely.
Now it's the lieutenant's turn to respond. He moves aggressively onto the Safre territory. Soon, his workers are producing a steady supply of extremely valuable apricots. How can you let the lieutenant dominate you like that?
It's fine.
You need to hit back, and hard.
Yeah, I'll... Even if I lose, I can at least be a little bit competitive.
For several turns, you struggle to respond to the lieutenant's burgeoning apricot empire. Eventually, you relocate the majority of your workers to Supremawindi and Saramaritsa, where they begin producing a bumper crop of cocaine tokens. You draw a new contract card. According to the text, there's an aristocrat willing to trade a large supply of cocaine for a number of coins and access to a rare bonus. Amplified music worth 7 victory points. You've reached a critical strategic juncture. How do you respond to the lieutenant's aggression?
Well, it was a really good contract, right? At this point, you keep telling me I shouldn't do this, but maybe I should. Maybe I should stick to it. It'd be fun to try to redo this and try some other stuff. Attack the lieutenant, steal all his resources. That'd be funny, but rock and roll, baby, go for the contract.
It takes several turns, but you slowly begin accumulating the cocaine necessary to complete the contract. When you do, it practically rains cardboard coins on your side.
Ka-ching, Kim. Or stack the coins in neat little piles to annoy the lieutenant. Ka-ching, Kim.
Despite your trash talking, the lieutenant still has a formidable store of coins and resources. The end game is upon you. How will you spend the vast resources you've acquired for the glory of the suzerain? Flipping through the manual, you find the most expensive structure in the game, the Revacholian Victory Column, worth 12 victory points. If you can successfully build it, victory would be all but assured. Alternatively, you could try launching a trade war to crush the lieutenant's economy, or you could blow all that money on a public education system for your worker tokens. The choice is yours.
Worker tokens. I could launch a war. I'm feeling this one.
Building the ultimate structure requires diligent economic planning, which you completely fail to do.
I had a feeling I might fail it.
Rather than build a glorious monument to Revachel's economic superiority, you have to settle for a handful of post offices and school for the blind.
A risky gambit, detective. Sorry it didn't pay off.
This dumb game is rigged. Rigged, I say. Guess I should have gone with a more consistent strategy. I mean... Yeah, sure, I guess.
That might have helped, yes.
But the one strategy I chose, you kept telling me I was wrong, so I had to switch it up. And then you're like, oh, can you believe this contract? With the stuff you did earlier, you can now do this. So I was like, that's a continuation. That's sticking to the strategy. I did this, so I can do this. That makes sense. But
Now, let's tally up the scores, shall we?
yes, you won. We know.
Computing the final scores is almost a game unto itself. You each spend an inordinate amount of time making stacks of coins, consulting tables, and struggling with basic addition and multiplication. After double, then triple checking your maths, you have your final score. 15 victory points. The suzerain will not be impressed.
I've got 26 points. Don't be glum, detective. There's always next time. Figuratively, I mean. There's no way we have time to play this game again. Now, let's clean up and get back to work.
You hold the open game box before you.
So I actually can't. I thought I might be able to. Maybe if I interact again, I can, but... that's fine. Damn it.
One more door. There is no way to open the supply depot door. Accept it. You cannot open all the doors. You have to integrate this into your character. Some doors will forever remain closed, even if every single other door will open at one time or another. Maybe to a key, or maybe to some sort of tool meant for opening doors. But this one will never accede to such commands. A realization crucial to personal growth. Crucial.
All psych white checks unlocked. Or psyche. I don't think that's us, is it? We want the pink. Washerwoman was already there. Kuno is supposedly unlocked again, or though it did have a thing. But I've talked to the yes. Below the grime, a dark neon poster reads Van Eyck totally. Huh. Where? Cool. Hello, up there. Hey yo. No, go. Thank you.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Ain't a chance.
Kuno doesn't.
But we'll try it. We'll just put on the right clothes. Here. Empathy. -1 empathy. Empathy, 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 empathy. Empathy, empathy. Yep. That's what we like to see. It's fucking empathy. That's what we like to see. Give me that. Give me that empathy. Yeah, empathy. Well, we could try it a couple of times.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Oh, okay, that's pretty good.
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Interesting, huh?
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, while the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Act on a try and separate them. Kuno, psst.
Fuck you whispering about?
Well.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Hehehe.
Fuck you, whispering about.
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
Well, kind of.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up.
Okay.
Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Kuno, listen to me. She's trying to control you. We gotta get you out of here. What's up with her? She's terrifying, crazy scary. Phew, am I glad she's out of our hair. She's fucked up. What's up with her?
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him. Kuno, I'm fucking warning you. You're gonna get us into shit.
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips.
Wow. What do you mean she smoked someone?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours. He's meant everything he said before, but right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Really? Isn't she too small to overpower someone?
Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Come on, she hasn't killed a police officer.
I knew you pigs were too naive for this shit. Good thing Kuno's got her under control. Kuno keeps her calm.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower, but a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or other children. The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes. Fear. Fear of the truth.
Kuno, do you think it's possible that she killed other children?
Kuno falls silent. He does not look at you when he replies.
Kuno, that's it. That's what Kuno is starting to think, yeah.
You think she has anything to do with the dead man? No.
Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Told you this already.
Where were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
Thank you.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Yeah, well, I think we know already. You said she's insane, Dane.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
If I, maybe I should date someone called Maiko, and they could be that psycho Maiko. That makes sense to me in my head. Whoa.
Yeah.
What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
What's that language she uses? The Finnish sounding.
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
Yeah, it tracks.
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Okay.
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakkis and Runkaris might be some kind of defense mechanism.
Runkaris. I come from Finland. Is she your sister?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some shit.
A stray?
Yeah, she was just there.
It's just behind the fence. Just there the whole time.
What was that, Kuno?
Oh no.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
That hallway there with the janitor's closet?
Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet, psycho style.
Why was she dripping wet?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
You said she got in how?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under a pile of clothes, like a dog.
What about your parents?
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno S, two of a kind.
Why'd she call Kuno S then?
'Cause she fucking looks like Kuno.
Yeah, well, you don't know her name.
No one knows her name. Kuno told you this shit was psycho killer.
How are you dealing with all this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
Oi, man. Maybe you need backup. I'm here for you.
Listen, listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno. You threaten her, you threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
Understood, Kuno. I can respect that. Who are you kidding, kid? You can't take down a man several times your size. You'll end up dead yourself. I respect that.
Alright, now we can do business.
Business.
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See, relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. See, it's tension and release with Kuno. Now we releasing. The pan buying shit, that's on now too. 90% discount for Kuno's pig. Kuno can flex. Kuno flexes for hobos. Kuno sees you're in need.
Well, there's the pants. Wouldn't you know it? I'll take him.
Here, pig. We're fun now. Performance buddies. Kuno can already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt.
Money debt doesn't mean anything. He's just saying words. You're not in his debt.
What was that about running a UN errand and illegal narcotics, Kuno?
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty p.o.n.r at it.
Okay.
Dirty Popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
I don't want the speed. Who's your dad?
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition?
How much material are we talking about?
Like half.
Half of what?
A baggie, but like in this vial.
That's not really very much material at all.
Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant, grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
Yeah, I made up my mind.
Okay, Kuno's listening.
I'm going in there, all guns blazing, to get that speed, because I need it. No. I'm going in there, but not for the speed. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol. It'd be fun to try. I can always take the quest and then not do it. Or like save and try, but then not do it. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to... For the man.
Sure, whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno. Kuno's almost out. You wouldn't like the Kuno when he's out. Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything. Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
Yeah, you might not see me ever again, Kuno. It's been a pleasure.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
I'm going to kill Kuno's dad. I'm a bad addict cop, and I'm going to get my fix. Come on, Kim, whisper. Obviously, I'm not going to take it. We need to get drugs away from a minor.
Okay, then.
Yeah? That is the plan. Truthfully, I mean, you know, we've done like 40 episodes. I haven't done a single bit of anything. What?
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, fuck off. Fuck you, little fucking stupid bitch. Found pants. Found pants. Found. Are we all found out? We already got the found gloves. I don't think we have shoes that are found. It's no longer raining, so let's find out. Ba-da-da, ba-da-dum-bum-ba, ba-da-da. May we, can we, shall we, will we? It's annoying walking up here every single fucking time, but whatever. Hello.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions
Fuck
pertaining to a
you.
murder.
I'll come back when it's not snowing. How could I? Yes, go, Harry, go. Look at me though, I'm kind of dripped out. The shoes don't really match. What else we got shoe-wise? I guess. At least they're black. Is that it for shoes? I never thought about it. Buddy over here have any shoes?
Now it's turning into a kind of a...
Yeah. This guy only had glasses, right? Hello? Your heart repeats it. The low rumble of a bass beat.
The speakers below are banged up
Damn.
and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
It's a lot of...
You keep coming back. That's good, officer.
Shut up.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Perception. Oh, it's good to know if I need electrochemistry or perception. 50 for those found. It's a lot of money. It's a whole lot of money.
What a shirt. All other shirts pale in comparison to the muscular man.
Physical
with
and
accurate
shivers.
immense
We need
Zwiad
shivers right now. I'll take it.
Welcome to Hyundai.
Only $2. Shivers. I might have had something that gave me shivers already. Who's to say? But it was $2. Come on, we got that kind of money. What do you think? I'm made of money? Kinda right now.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
700.
All the old boom.
And for what?
You see rows of toy soldiers.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Something to sell?
Sure. Let me have a look.
I have some armor. Clothes. It's a photo of a corpse.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I'm not sure. Do I need a banked up fuel canister? Probably not. Do I need a production schedule filament memory? But I'm doing the Suna thing, so maybe. Well, I guess for now we're fine.
Another time, Pat.
Yeah, another time. Another day, another dollar. Who else had the shivers? Man, why do I not remember? Shivers. You, right, sure. Yeah, things are a bit weird right now.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian
there's
on
the
the
thing.
cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word.
I should make it, but
The display rack
gotta
is
make sure.
brimming with worn paper. A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Oh,
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from P.o.n.r. in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him.
oh no.
Between the throne and the P.o.n.r. man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from P.o.n.r. and the Devil Woman.
Aren't all women devil women? Oh, Harry. Interesting.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from P.o.n.r. novels.
Expensive, but
It is a bestseller for a reason. Oh yes, certainly. Another.
yep. Devil woman.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the P.o.n.r. man.
Look at the back cover.
The jacket copy proclaims, Man from P.o.n.r. returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, Noble Tyribald. Before Man from P.o.n.r. can mount a rescue, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will Man from P.o.n.r. be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend?
Good morning, Cloud City. Time to flip through the book.
You open the book to a random page. Man from P.o.n.r., wielding his two Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages, his visage fixed in grim determination. His arms, whirling like windmills, are soaked with the blood of his enemies. Mangled corpses litter the battlefield. Good God, this is some retrograde stuff. When was this shit written? You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38.
Oh shit, gritty and heroic.
Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost p.o.n.r tribe. From the village of p.o.n.r, the ivory giant roars like an ice bear, and the winds of Gatla howl out his name.
More.
Man from p.o.n.r rides on a gilded griffin, his golden mane billowing in the breeze. Both Zweihanders sheathed on his back. He is off to war. Will he conquer his enemies? Will he conquer himself? The steel muscles of man from p.o.n.r gleam in the humid jungle air. Yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drifts in the frigid northlands he calls home.
Holy shit, this is so me. Really get into the book. Yeah.
A passage reads, the man from p.o.n.r looks up, his eyes blue as the mountain lakes of his homeland. He rarely speaks, but now his voice booms in the darkened throne room. Do not try to sap my masculine essence, wicked temptress. Son of p.o.n.r will never succumb to your seductive wiles. Thine spells are no match for purity and strength of will. Brothers of p.o.n.r stand above the vices of flesh, for it is weak and corruptible, yet mine is forged in gore and strife. Queen Lydiana just laughs, a sultry and salacious sound, then says, I have grand plans for you, man from p.o.n.r. She gestures her diabolical hand toward an array of potions and unguents. First, you shall please me. Then lead my armies against the vicious cannibals. Not a muscle moves in the face of the man from p.o.n.r. Yet inside, there is turmoil. This goes against all he holds sacrosanct.
Wow, this is epic. I kept hoping it would get better, but the writing is terrible and repetitive. It's epic, I guess.
In the final pages, man from p.o.n.r mounts Galavarin, his mighty griffin, and turns his gaze to the horizon. Queen Lydiana is dead, but an army of cannibals is storming the gates, and still there's no word of trusty Tyribald. To find out what happens next, you'll have to pick up Man from p.o.n.r and the Three-Eyed Skull, available in fine bookstores everywhere. Spring 39. The cover of this tattered paperback features the man from p.o.n.r standing atop a pile of bloody corpses. His two Zweihanders are crossed over his massive chest in a dramatic X, their blades dripping with gore.
Hell yeah.
Behind him rise the harsh, snow-capped peaks of his native Northlands. In bold red letters, the title, p.o.n.r Man, the man from p.o.n.r, unfurls like a banner. In the foreground, a nearly nude woman lies spread in supplication, her privates strategically covered by her flowing black hair. These images speak to something burbling deep within you. Quick, find someone or something that needs to be gutted, beheaded, impaled on a spike.
Back cover.
The back blurb reads, his latest adventure serves as the perfect introduction to the savage p.o.n.r saga. Meet man from p.o.n.r, his faithful blood brother Tyribald, the noble Lord Hrothgar, and some of their most fearsome foes yet, for the Northlands, for p.o.n.r. Below, in smaller font, you see the parenthetical, adapted from Man from p.o.n.r and the Necromancer's Treasure, Man from p.o.n.r, Lord of Hrothgar, and Man from p.o.n.r, The Curse of Nightmare. A brazen attempt to bilk fans for more money by splicing together old stories under a new title.
The publishers must have a dim view of their readership. Where there's a demand, there's always the supply. Nothing wrong with that, I guess.
People find comfort in familiarity, remembering old experiences, looking at old photos, reading old stories.
Let's read.
The story opens in media res. The man from p.o.n.r and his band of northern reavers are in the bowels of an ancient temple, surrounded by an army of gibbering whites, led by the deathless necromancer. One by one, the brave Northmen fall to the relentless crush of undead, only to join their number as reanimated corpses. By nightfall, only the man from p.o.n.r and his blood brother, noble Tiribol, are left standing against the dead horde. It is an honor to die by your side, brother, Tiribol cries, as his battle axe beheads one of their reanimated comrades.
I'm too old for this. Wow, they're in trouble now.
9, Tiribol. The man from p.o.n.r bellows over the army of flesh and bone. Have courage for the Northlands. For p.o.n.r. He leaps to the mezzanine to face the black-eyed figure, and like a mad ice bear, whirling twin Zweihanders, Sturm and Drang, he plows through the ranks of the deathless, surrounding the necromancer. It is physically impossible for a human being to effectively dual-wield Zweihander swords in any kind of real-life combat situation. And with deadly finesse, his twin blades scissor the necromancer's head from its body. The undead legions collapse like ragdolls as the dark magic leaves them, and the two Northmen stand alone in their cursed temple, where the bodies of their lost brothers litter the floors.
Skip it.
A few chapters later, the man from p.o.n.r and Tiribol are in a completely different setting, high above an arid desert, riding a pair of griffins that always seem to appear at narratively convenient moments. This book makes a mockery of the very idea of good plotting, though something tells you coherence was never the point. The Northmen find themselves in the court of a powerful southern king, Lord Hrothgar. The old king beseeches the man from p.o.n.r to rid his kingdom of the nigher, a subterranean clan of blind wizards who traded their souls for demonic powers. The man from p.o.n.r extracts a high price from the desperate king. He asks land for the homeless desert pygmies living exiled in the kingdom's borderlands. Hrothgar offers the hand of his eldest daughter instead, but the son of winter does not budge.
Hold on, why is the man from p.o.n.r doing any of this?
What do you mean?
Why is he doing all this?
Because the flame of justice burns bright within his chest. Because, above all, he's driven to bring honor to the name of his beloved p.o.n.r. Because his noble Cutlan blood lusts for glory and conquest. It cannot be denied.
Is that all?
What do you mean, is that all?
Is there anything else to his character?
He is the man from p.o.n.r, forged in the fury of battle. Death was his sire, and blood his dam. He had but 14 winters when he left his frigid homelands in Cutla to seek glory and honor. That is his character. He doesn't even have a real name. What is inside this man? Or is muscle and bone all he is?
Okay, but does he have any internal tension?
He is the wildest man alive. The only mortal strong enough to wield the twin Zweihanders, Sturm and Drang, whose names mean storm and...
Yes, I get that. He's strong and has big swords. But why should I care about his character?
What are you, a book critic?
Actually, yes. I'm a goddamn art cop. I think I still am.
Enough. You're ruining the pacing of the story. Now where did you leave off? Ah yes, what pacing? You skip past a section detailing an elaborate banquet with many toasts, as well as the long and perilous journey from Hrothgar's keep to the ancient forest of Yesdor, where our heroes infiltrate the nigher's dire hall. In the center of the great hall stands a blood altar on which a pair of nigher are disemboweling a shrieking peasant, an unholy rite that empowers the nigher forbidden magic. As the vile ceremony ends, the sound of steel unsheathing draws the nigher's attention to a pair of cloaked figures standing in the doorway. This is what you came for, isn't it? A climatic bloodletting, where men are reduced to muscle and fury.
Yes.
Swiftly, the visitors toss off their cloaks and unsheathe glimmering northern steel. It's the man from p.o.n.r and his valiant blood brother, Tyribald.
Well, yeah, who else would it be?
In an instant, the nigher summon a horde of gibbering orcanoids who rush our heroes. The hall fills with the clang of blades and the screams of the dying as the floor goes slick with steaming orcanoid viscera. Oh, for fuck's sake. When the din of battle settles, only the man from p.o.n.r and Tyribald remain standing. Exhausted and dripping with the entrails of their foes, the two Northmen confront the foul nigher. The man from p.o.n.r's soda-like blue eyes fill with indescribable fury. For the Northlands, he cries, rushing headlong into a desperate melee.
Melee. You gotta be kidding me.
What?
This is almost exactly the same as the first scene. Even the word gibbering is used twice.
In the first scene, the man from p.o.n.r fought a powerful necromancer and his army of the dead. Now he's confronting a pair of nigher and their horde of orcanoid thralls. The two couldn't be further apart.
Fine, what happens next?
An excellent question. One easily answered by purchasing the next thrilling chapter in the p.o.n.r saga, p.o.n.r at the Gates of Tomorrow. The last page of this one merely reads, "To be continued." Considering the sheer amount of different p.o.n.r books out there, it's very unlikely you're ever gonna find the sequel.
p.o.n.r.
The man from p.o.n.r stares at you on the cover, his face fixed in grim.
Well, that was lovely and great and pretty good, sure. I have plus to everything except drama. It's crazy.
The display rack.
Nice 360, do that again.
The display rack is
oh, you thought about you did something.
The display rack is brimming with. The display rack is brimming.
I can't. Alright. Oh, what? No same person would ever put their head into such a machine. What?
Shelves filled to.
Yeah.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are.
The Great Innocence.
A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy the read.
Thank you.
Several maps. The maps look old. This bookstore.
Yep, I think that's all. Is it still snowing? So it is.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
No. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum. Hey, are you any different now?
This orange machine is dead. Only the red cable is plugged into an electric sizzle. Somewhere, something close.
Very smart.
Thank you.
This orange machine is dead still.
It'd be funny if I just redid and it actually would take like 2 days and now I redid it and it won't. I didn't think so. Oh, there's no snow. for the love of Poopy and Dookie. I don't like going back and forth like this. Not the most thrilling episode, but gotta make sure we get through everything.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Makes no difference. Yeah, it's very fine. Very fine day. Very fine fucking day. Shivers. 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 Boink.
Officer, it's a fine day for
Yeah,
questions.
it's so fine day today.
Nothing happens. There is a mass of droplets.
That was a
above the
good roll as well. I needed
Colors
16, I got 15.
merging into one another. The sky is low and cold. You hear the distant murmur of...
Yeah.
So, officer.
Yes, what? Okay, look. We need shivers for this goobida boobida anyway. So might as well put a point into shivers. And now, with quick save, we were so close, 15 out of 16. We keep trying until we get this.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Continuously nothing. The sky slowly slides.
It's sure. Is there a button? There's a quick save button, but not a quick load. Whatever. We'll keep doing this. Sorry. Da da da. Ah, it's pretty quick though.
Officer.
Continuously nothing. The sky slowly slides above you. The young woman exhales the scent of menthol tobacco. Sounds like a sigh.
Yay. Well, I was told to do this. Okay, don't blame me.
Officer.
Continuously.
This. Okay, we were quick. We were quick. Officer.
Continuous.
Oh, yeah, well. A pair of nipples there, that won't do.
Officer.
Continuous.
This might take a while. So this will be fun and incredible. And maybe I shouldn't even bother. I don't know.
Officer.
Officer? But here we go.
Nothing. The skies.
Sky is falling down. Fuck, crash. Sky's falling, baby. Whoop. Officer.
Continuously nothing.
God, but above 15. How do I keep? How do I reach these gates? How do I keep getting 15?
Continuously.
Could it be? No, that's 14. Set the game. Ha ha ha. It's never not always. It's not always 15. Sometimes you get 14 and 16.
A warm column of air rises around you, encircling the building you stand on. You feel its twisting shape, bits of paper and birds on the thermal, along with several million liters of water, all rising up into the great Encelindian sky.
Can I remove the HUD? Can I just see the city? That'd be cool. Why does it rise?
Because it's warm, from the gathering spring, from the oceanic current flowing into the bay. the people on the streets, and the machines that hum in the harbor. Heavy fuel oils, too.
Shut up.
From the vapor, a great cumulus is formed, a cloud castle 1,000 meters high. A flock of seagulls screams, hitchhiking on the thermal. They too are part of the procession, the honor watch.
For whom?
For her, the guest, waiting.
Is she safe here?
As safe as you keep her.
What is she waiting for?
For Gloria. Soon these clouds will all fall down as rain. Spring will come. 2 more months. Maybe less. It's time.
Miss, what are you waiting for?
You mean here in Martinez?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the miracle to happen. It'll take one to get me out of the mess I'm in.
And what would that miracle be?
The return, of course. Now, I know I'm not from around here. I would only be hitchhiking. The return is a big hit in the industrial espionage circles. A lot of desperate, seedy types there. All screwed in this unipolar world.
What's the return?
Don't you know, sir? I thought you were from around here. You look like Mr. Revachol.
You know I'm a bit spotty about a great many things. Humor me.
The return, well, it's part urban myth, part political science. It's a fool's hope, sir, and it's also all I've got. They say there will be an event, that it will happen somewhere here.
Yeah, I think it might be about to be
In Revachol. Revachol West. They say it will happen soon, and that it will change everything.
Everything.
Le retour.
Some political event. How do you know of this?
As I said, there's talk. In the competitive intelligence crowd, a lot of people, like me, we need a new color on the map. It's all blue, you see, and that blue doesn't like us.
You come? You came all this way because of a rumor?
No, I came all this way on a false passport and some money. To hide, mostly. In the most volatile part of the Real Belt, where it's easiest to disappear. Where the walls are still porous and you can slip through. This is just something to get me through the night, you know? A little espérance.
Still, the story influenced their choice of where to run. It must have some hidden layers.
How soon will it happen?
Soon. But it's been soon for almost half a century now, so don't hold your breath. No need to worry, Lieutenant. I'm sure the streets will not erupt in seditious violence just yet.
These streets? I'm not so sure, miss.
Yeah, they might. The return of what exactly?
Of the king, of the nation, of communism, return on investment. I don't know exactly. It's meant to be vague, as promises generally are.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, things can't go on like this forever. Something will give. It always does.
Something's got to give.
It's an empty vessel, an amphora waiting to be filled. Something always returns from the past. It's how the future happens. Many guesses turn out to have been right.
Is this why you said you would like to surrender in a free Revachol?
Yeah, I guess it is.
So she thinks, at least partly, that this return will feature a self-governing Revachol. She has already placed her bets.
Place your bets. Thank you. One last question. Do you really think it will happen?
I do.
So do I.
I agree, Detective. Something is coming. Trouble.
Yeah.
It will be a hot spring. I don't know what exactly, but...
Yeah.
Something is happening in this city. I can feel it when I'm out here at night.
Her thought trails off. The wind picks up again. Above her, a great cumulus cloud rises, ready to fall down as precipitation. April will come, then May. A month, maybe 2 from now. You shudder. The feeling dissipates. The thought ends.
No reading? Fuck. And the little guy gets smaller and smaller. It's the white morning. Morning. Good morning. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop on the corner, and finally in a matchbox, sitting by the window. White flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's quite awful, actually. A white morning. Morning. A white morning. A modern death, divorce, or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him. Make him smaller. Make him less you. I didn't even see what I did. Plus 20% zoom out distance. Man. All motorics learning caps raised by 1. Plus 20% zoom out distance. How long is left for this? And we're also doing this. 2 hours and 3 and almost 4. Almost 4. Before 18. We can zoom out so much that the game, it doesn't want that. Clearly, I'm supposed to be there. Not here. That's interesting that I can. Well, whoa, wait.
Officer, lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand her anxiety. We demand her fear.
Devil woman.
What?
Her hand trembles. She's only pretending she didn't hear you say, devil woman.
Devil.
What?
Her hand trembles.
Devil.
What?
Her hand trembles. She slowly...
Well, that was pointless. I'll just pretend like I didn't do that. Doesn't matter, not really, but we never did that. We never did that. Kim is gone. Kim doesn't exist. Oh, wait. I thought you were inside of me, but you're just actually... Alright, never mind. It's my weird orange shirt. Sherbert. And now the dice novelty maker will waste some time there, and then we can read some book that we got. Hello.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershot. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
God.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Humid. Your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you.
Mother of... What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day.
What's down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond that?
Coal City, end of all lines.
Run your fingers through your dampened hair.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
What's in the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Clench your teeth to stop shuddering.
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
And beyond that?
La Drusienne, King Dries passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms, cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
What's across the distributary?
Couronne, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
Couronne?
A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide. You have never been there. They don't need the law east of the river.
What's in the north?
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
Radio Gaga.
The news at noon.
Closer to here.
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. The lingering odor of decomposition mixes with that of damp soil.
Should I have gotten this early? Feels kind of late getting this. What's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
Canal. Yeah, it's following me. There's roots, canals, treatments, teeth. It's everywhere in every single game I play and every show I watch. But it's done, except I need to have that thing removed, but that's fine, whatever. What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Like, just getting out a thing. What's Jamrock?
Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home.
Where the hood at?
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
Thank you. Where the hood at?
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
Yeah, great. Why am I not here, there? Why am I anywhere?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution fell.
The shadow of the day will embrace that world in grey, and the sun will set for you. Rest in peace. What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
Yeah, try to look further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain.
In the rain or in the snow?
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
Blink. Blink, motherfucker, blink. What's above?
Coalition-era statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. At least we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
We are. I am. We got another skill point. We might need it. How long's it been? An hour and 30. And there's still stuff left to do. I might, before the next episode, go around a little bit. Is there something I can do right now? Oh, the novelty. Because we have to wait for some thoughts to finish and see what we get out of that. And then, if there's nothing else, I guess we have to just go finish the game. Sub 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 sub. Do 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 do. Hello.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Are you looking to die? What? I said, are you looking for a die? Oh.
Oh, it's you again. Are you...
Aside from getting paid, you're not sure what else to do.
I was one away, man. Now we're back to that. One away kind of thing. One away kind of thing. Yep. One away kind of thing. We're still wearing all the shivers, right? +3. Yeah.
Oh, it's you again.
Yes.
Are you looking for
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Hey, nah. The curse is real, and I figured out why it has spared you. This is still just a theory, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed.
Didn't we already talk about this?
Yeah, but I had to level up my shivers, whatever that is. Shiver me. Shiver. What? Whatever. It's because you're not in the same building as the others. This isn't technically the doomed commercial area.
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
No, this used to be a coal plant. Touch the safety curtains. Somewhere. You're in a chimney of another building.
This doesn't make any sense.
Well, think about it. Now, I don't know what.
Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
Let's say I have my own methods, unusual methods. It has a different address in the heart of the city. I'm just using logic. It's windy in here. You probably haven't properly sealed the chimney crown. It has a different address in the heart of the city.
And what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
Actually, it's only a workshop that's protected. You should still do something to defend your person. No one's really ever safe from the failure. It's just a workshop, you know, you need to...
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
What?
Do you know what this is?
She raises her hand to reveal a piece of metal shining in your lucky charm. Some kind of ward. Regular piece of jewelry. I don't care what it is. That's your lucky charm.
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
See, the curse is real. I bet you didn't run this little jewelry shop from the protective depths of the chimney.
No, you're right. I didn't.
Huh?
It wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
Don't call it a dump. You've made it nice and cozy here. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. It's entropy. Yes, coincidence. It's nice and cozy in here, man. You've done a good job.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed.
Yeah.
It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it.
Yeah.
That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls.
Yeah, you are right. Yeah. Yeah, man. I get really immersed in games probably because of that. Well, you know, just I like, but to sort of really escape. I don't know, I guess I like to be the character I'm playing. I don't know.
It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world. But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
You're welcome. I've got the precarious world. This one, well, 3 hours left. All red checks fail. Damn. 4 hours, and it's what? It's 14, so that'd be 18. That's not too bad. We still will have time to like do stuff, you know. And we might need to do all the Suna stuff. That might, I don't know how long that will take. Whoops. Seems like the point of this game is victory, the absence of defeat on all fronts. Victory in business ventures and creative undertakings. Victory in love and over other people. Political victory. Ideological victory. Hell, even sexual victory. Whatever that means. Definitely a lot of object-based victories too. Having things and not losing them. One problem though, not a lot of victories in sight. Everyone's mostly losing. Why is that? And how do you not lose? Okay, I guess we still like the 1 XP. We gotta keep those 2, and the 10 XP is much better actually. We need the physical for now. Perception, I guess, is whatever. We already did this. So does that mean the psyche white checks? It's not like I really have any anyway, I guess. Goodbye, one more door. Internalize this. Does that use my point? It does, right? Yeah, well. The crown. Heavy is the crown. Alright, whatever your name is, it's been a pleasure. Probably won't see you again. Just something to fairly safely assume. Ba-da-bum, gum-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Open this fucking shit!
This orange machine is...
What would that even count as? Physique. Yeah. It's raining again? Yeah, ever so slightly. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Ow, my hand. Arm? Something is ouch. I think we're done. I think we're done for now. We have a couple of thoughts. And hopefully one of these can do something for us. Whether it will somehow specifically help us with a physical instrument, which I doubt, but maybe it can reset, because we've reset the psyche, and I think we had one for this that we got rid of. Maybe we are lucky in getting one for this. I think we also had one for this, and I don't think we've seen this. Well, there's still a lot of thoughts, so what are the odds that... Yeah, not great. And I don't even know how to get all these, you know? That's insane. Caustic Echo? Apricot Chewing Gum Scented one? Didn't we think about that already? Can I interact with the... this again?
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet, or some ancient temple.
Ancient temple?
Yes, from the height of antiquity. A long, long time ago. Millennia ago. On an island of time you can never return to.
End of summer.
The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich.
Filthy rich.
There is a movement next to you, the shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Where did it go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
Take a deep, deep breath.
Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take.
Every breath you take, every move you make, I'll be watching you.
Until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes. Made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive. Feels very, very familiar. Harry, please, you were supposed to discard it.
Well, damn. We got another one. You found a trace of entity God damn. You have found a trace of entity who's been stalking you across the plains. The Gloom Stalker, the conglomeration, the shadowy organization behind your downfall, possibly connected to the dreaded X something. Granted, it is impossible to determine its true identity, but you can remember where you first smelled its treachery. Yes, use the Tutti Frutti gum wrapper. Reconstruct the day you first breathed in her untrustworthy atoms. I am curious about this, but whatever. I'll be fine without it. And it's 5 hours and 5 minutes. So be it. I guess I could quickly go through the other things and see if I can interact with them again. But we still have the book, which will help us waste some time in the next episode. Yeah, that's about it. And I guess we can always reread a book just to waste time. Dubois. Yeah, alright. I need to go shop. So I will end. But I'll see you guys for potentially one last episode. Unsure, but probably. Take care. See you around. Bye.